What is going on, guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today is going to be a video about, once again, about our daily routine. But before we get started, I just want to remind you, we're trying to reach 50,000 subscribers at the end of this year. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so right now. Let's get to it. So what do we have here today? We actually have a couple of cars that needed work throughout the last couple of days, weeks. Oh well, we're a workshop. What are you talking about, Kevin? Well, this one right behind me, SL500 from the newer generation. What do I mean by that? It does have, well, this is an M119 engine. It was built 3 times throughout the year. So, you know, there's this one with the KA Jetronic, whatever you call it in English, where all the fuel system is right here. Then we have the second version of it where the rotary caps always go bad and you have to replace them because heat, coldness, and, you know, just letting the car sit for a while is going to make problems as far as temperature and wetness and all that stuff. And this one is actually the most reliable, I wouldn't even say, but the most, well, I like him the most, pretty much. This is the engine that I like the most, just because of the fact that it has all the same stuff inside, but it's just a little smarter, I would say. What we did anyways was we replaced the airflow, air mass sensor. Also, we did replace the engine mounts. Now, if you listen to this one, I think, nope, the other one, nope, this one. I don't know if you can hear it, but the fluids inside are actually already coming outside, so it was leaking a little bit. It's not too bad as far as, you know, age and both of the engine mounts actually shrinking. So in that case, those were pretty good. Also, the insides are still here, so they're not 2 pieces as they are in some other modules. And also, we replaced this steering, what do you call it? Steering absorber? Not sure. Write it down in the comments what it's called for all you Americans, English lovers out there. But you can see this one, oh, it's not working. This one actually doesn't have no resistance to it whatsoever. It doesn't come back. It wasn't working. We replaced this one. Also, what have we done? We did change well, actually, I hope none of you guys will actually ask us if we do this again, but we did replace the back lights of this car. And, oh, Jesus. Happened to find out that this car was actually in an accident. So once we took them out, you could see that somewhere underneath on the left or right side right here, left side right here, there was actually a crash, and you could see that somebody was trying to fix it, weld something in. All of the lights look not too good, so somebody tried to glue the insides. I think this one was even worse, or not. Yeah, right there on the bottom you can see somebody tried to glue all this stuff. And then also, once you do take a closer look, I don't know if the camera can catch it, but there is like a little spot where you can see that they actually painted this car right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. You can see that it was actually taped, and yeah, like I said, somebody, I guess the hit was like right here on the side, and it started to rust. Like the insides in the lights, they're just started to rust all the way down. And this is like a typical German car, I would say. Also, you know, once you actually dig in, you find more stuff. Same way right here, you can see it's already the rust is coming through, even with this car only having, I think, 100,000 kilometers. So not even a whole lot. This is actually, the guy actually paid a lot of money for this car. Once again, you know, German cars, same thing I've been preaching all along. If you are looking for a nice SL500 soon, you know what? Let's just get right to it. Then we might be able to have just the right car for you. It looks pretty messy right now, even though this engine bay, woo, crazy, looking beautiful whatsoever. It hasn't been out, it was just cleaned, and look at this, guys. It's amazing. White color, inside gray. We're still working on a couple of things. There's going to be a video to that as well. Also, quick sneak peek. Look at this, guys. If you wonder where this will go into, woo, wee. Look at all this golden stuff. Write it in the comments down below if you like the color. Matching with all the golden pipes and all the golden other stuff. Looking pretty neat if you ask me. All the screws, everything cleaned up. This one will be ready to be put back in pretty soon. Enough with that. Actually, one more thing I can show you also. Those real quick sneak peek. You tell me where they will go onto, and I will tell you if you're right or wrong. Pretty cool though. Also, this week has been very stressful for us because there was lots of new things coming in. On this table, you can see that we already did do one major body harness of a Ford Scorpio, which was about 3 times as much as what you see right now on this table. But all Ford lovers, if you are having problems with your engine harness or with your whatever harness this is, honestly, I have not even checked it yet. We just drew it up, made sure all the connections are there so we can rebuild it. I have to check what it is. But if you are having problems, look at this, guys. This is even worse, like all the Mercedes models that you've probably seen on this channel before. This is bad, and let me tell you, the body harness looked the same way or even worse than this. Same with this one. There's not even one exception in this, and all of these harnesses, they all go bad. They all look horrible, and we will fix it. We will make sure to offer it on our website. So if you have any problems with a Ford car, come give us a call. Come talk to us. Write us an email. We can help you with that. Other than that, I can also show you guys what's on the bottom right here is a harness for a CLK 63 Black Series. So for those of you who know, these cars go around, I don't even know, I haven't checked, but I think they go around 100,000 euros, and the harnesses actually also do go bad. I did save one of, or 2 wires actually. If you take a look at these 2 wires, they look pretty similar or same to what you see from all the 90 or all the Mercedes models from the 90s. So same thing, you can see they break. Those cars are worth a lot of money, and obviously this is a whole lot of, just look at all these wires that are here and look at all these different connections that are here. This is a very, very, very difficult harness, but make a long story short, we reproduce this wiring as well. So all the 156 engines, so 63 AMG in the C-Class, 63 AMGs M-Class, E-Class, G-Class, all of these cars will eventually need help with the wiring. So if you do have problems, or the car is misfiring, or somebody already told you that they can't fix certain things, make sure to take a look at your engine harness, because it will break. It's not, you cannot buy it at any Mercedes dealership anymore. So here we are. Just send the stuff in. It is expensive. It is expensive, I have to say. It is on the expensive side. So we're currently charging around 2,000 euros for this one. But I can tell you that we're actually sitting on a harness 3 to 4 days to reproduce it. So you go figure. A lot of work, a lot of wires that actually go into all of this. Yeah, just a lot of work. Next thing. The sun is out. It makes me feel so much better, guys. I don't know if you guys are feeling the same way. Whenever the sun is out, it's not raining, it's not gray outside. Makes me feel like a different human being. Crazy. What did I wanted to show you? Right behind of me, there is this Sleeping Beauty. This will be in a separate video, don't worry about it. But what I wanted to show you is we actually also been doing it in the past. We never advertised it anywhere, but we did like this little module right here. It's like a Bluetooth module for all the older radios right here. So we soldered it up, and I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm tired of not having any Bluetooth to this old radio, because obviously no one uses the tape or even CD in the back anymore. It would be much more helpful to actually get your phone connected to this one. So we're going to try to get our module that we did, plug it in the back, replace it with the CD changer in the back, and then it should be ready to work. let's see and let's figure it out together if we did everything correctly. So plug these two bad boys in right here. Won't work. Great. Lost it already. This one is in. Another one. Come on. You can plug this one back out. Boom. Like this. And then you can see that there's this one side of the radio plug which is actually the one that is in charge of all the CD changers in the back. Like I said, we don't really use it anymore, or we don't need it. Therefore, we have this plug that you just plug in here. So this module will fall in the back. Now let's just see if it works. I'll just throw it in there. Wait a second, like this. Boom. Yeah, okay, well, I was trying to show you something fancy, but it didn't work out. We still have to dig deeper into this one. Yeah, it doesn't work with the CD as I planned to. Works probably for the other models. I'll have to dig in. I have to check out what the part number is for this one. I have to check out where all the connections go. But also, meanwhile, let's talk about this car that you guys requested to get a little bit more updates. Why this wasn't running, I'll let you know right now. We are going to have to start in the workshop because the capacitors are still laying here. Let me take them out so you know exactly how they look and what we replaced. So this engine module is not the one that is from the car. That was just an example that we had laying around, but it looks all the way the same. So inside of this engine module, you have little capacitors plus other things that eventually go bad, break down. Let me pick up the phone and then I'll get right back to you. So besides these two, there's other components in the inside that we soldered up a little more, trying to fix it, and this was one of the parts that was bad. You can see they have like a little belly going on. They did not have the right values, so we changed those. Like I told you in the video before, the engine harness was broke, so somebody pinched the coils, the coil harness, and we had to redo it. We had to rewire it so that it actually does have the right connection once again. And the most important thing, well, not the most important thing, there's so many things. That's why I didn't even get into each and every one topic, but it was just so much going on. Then at the end of the day, this airflow sensor that we changed, no, that wasn't it. This airflow sensor that we changed also was a huge problem. So usually when those go bad, the car kind of shakes up here and there. The car kind of has not even misfiring. It's like a rowdy type of running of the car, but it catches it sometimes, then it doesn't. So this one was actually putting up such crazy values that the whole system was flooded with fuel. Therefore, we or me personally, I didn't think backwards. So I was like, I was trying to find the mistake by skipping steps from 1 to 3. So I started by, with step 4, even though I should have started from the beginning, but should have, could have, would have. There was so much stuff going on that, I was confused. Even I was confused every now and then. And then also one very important thing, right where all the modules were, I'm not going to take it apart once again because you guys are just going to have to believe me. So we also did the body harness for this car because this car did catch fire at some point. So there's a harness that goes all the way behind the modules, all the way over to the fuse box back there. So there, it goes from underneath there all the way down here. And there was actually 2, or at least 1 for sure, 1 ground that was not attached to the car. So 1 ground was just falling around here and there. So it did have connection at some point maybe, but then also on other occasions it might have not had any connection. So go find a mistake where sometimes the car actually starts running. I have to close it again, and sometimes it doesn't. Hard to find and hard to say what the final mistake actually was with this one. But it's running. We still have to fix the regulators, the window regulators, and therefore I actually sent in the module for the roof module, because the functions of the roof did not work whatsoever. So I just figured, you know, let's just start with this one. I do have a good address to send all the modules in. The guy actually has a way of testing all those modules, so he did that. We'll see what comes out. It's still in the mail right now, so we'll figure it out once it gets back, if that was a mistake or not. Other than that, nothing really majorly new, at least not yet. There is some huge information coming up, where we will expand. Let me just tell you so much right now. We will expand. We need place. We need a new place. We need a new spot to get rid of all these cars that are here sitting around. So we have a lot of cars that we want to sell. We have a lot of cars that need to be done, that we imported from the US over here, that need a lot of work, but we're just going back and forth. We're just, you know, parking from one to the other because there's a lot of customer cars coming in. We have a lot of work as it is, blah 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 blah. I hope you liked watching this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to spread the word. This was just a quick hitter, a short video, regular day. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Oh my God. Fresh.